try different chords, try different beats, try half-tempo drums, try even importing another beat that you did that's hot and make a mashup. Not being precious, I think, is one of the most important things. It's all about finding those magic moments and finding things that are interesting and different, but still within a format. I'm Mikael from Stargate, and welcome to our studio here in Venice, California. We are actually a production duo, and together with my partner Tor, we've made music for artists like Rihanna, Beyoncé, Katy Perry, Neo, Sam Smith, and many more. So let me show you guys how we use native instruments in some of our songs. The first song I pulled up was a song we did with Sam Smith called Dancing with a Stranger. It's actually a duet with Sam Smith and Normani. We wrote the song in this room right here. We came up with it from scratch in one day, start to finish, the whole thing. Tor was on the keyboard playing with this sine wave pad sound that I pulled up from Absinthe. Ironically, it's called Untitled Sound. So it's in a way the first sound that comes up when you pull up Absinthe 5. So all we had was this basic beat and this sine sound. We tweaked it a little bit with some modulation, and we also added a Valhalla room to it to give it a little more space. And that's how the whole song started. I wanted to create some extra textures in there to make it more interesting. So what we did was use a handheld mic and then sing a little melody thing on top of it. Just pretend words. It doesn't mean anything, but together with the pad, it kind of creates something interesting. Put tons of verb on there, a little bit of auto-tune, a little bit of compression, and tons of Valhalla verb, and a little side chaining. Also on this record, we are using Massive as the bass. It's really tough to find a sub that is both super thick and low, but also audible on small speakers. So that's a big challenge. If you just use a basic sine or a sub or 808, then you can't really hear it on laptop or phone speakers. This bass sound is based on a preset called Apologize This. So on this record, we wanted the bass to feel kind of more alive and soulful. So there's a lot of small riffs happening as well. So it would go something like this. Also, to pick it up in the chorus, we added a mute guitar, kind of a muted Strat sounding guitar. For this one, we used Kontakt. It's a library that I absolutely love called Evolution Guitars. This one is called Evolution Strawberry, and the preset is called Kimchi. I don't think I've heard anything more realistic, like guitar-wise and bass, than these libraries. It came very spontaneous and quickly, and I think I was just browsing through sounds, and I love that specific guitar sound, and knew we wanted an element to get more rhythm. So that's why we play that kind of funk mute guitar that really helped pick it up. Yeah, so this is another record we did with Sam called To Die For. And again, it was made in this room. It was actually just Sam that came in. I was sitting here and playing with this, this piano sound that I love. It's a preset from Una Corda, felt piano. So I was just sitting here and playing this super simple little riff. I was just playing that riff, and Sam came in and said, "What's that? I love that," because it was before our session, and it was just him, and he absolutely just loved that little thing, started singing melodies right away, and keep playing it. So we just recorded that little thing, and that's the basis of the whole song. That goes throughout the whole record, and then we sprinkled with some filtered drums, and again, our favorite massive bass, and also some strings. We used the string ensemble, Symphonic Essentials. I love this one. We used that on a lot of stuff. The new Sam Smith records we're making too use this a lot. It has so much expression, life, and again, you could control it with the expression on your wheel. And it's not only volume, you could hear that it's like the subtleties of the way it's played, and then all the vibrato comes, like it's super expressive. We used some filtered drums that kind of put it into 2021. Something like this. And what's unique about it is that everything is filtered, has like a high cut and a low cut actually that it goes through. This is one of kind of a percussive loop. And you have just a fat kick and a 808 tom sound instead of the snare. And then it's layered also with a different kick and a snare on top of that in the choruses. This is super simple how we love to produce our records. You have one kind of main chord instrument. In this case, it's the piano with playing that riff. You have a sub bass, you have some strings, you have some filtered drums, and an amazing top line, an amazing artist on top. That's all you need.
Pink lemonade sipping on a Sunday. Couples holding hands on the runway. They're all posing in a picture frame while my walls crashing down.
So let's try to make a beat from scratch. I'm gonna play some chords, and I'm gonna use a guitar rig to create some interesting vocal effects. Actually, let's play with the Alicia piano for a second. And then, usually, we like to put a little bit of verb on it. Low cut, high cut. On top of that, we could use a filter. We put some resonance on there and filter it down. And why not do a little sidechain too while we're at it? Just subtle so you feel it, but not necessarily hear it. We're not making an EDM record here. And one cool trick to do is actually to get a gritty sound on your vocal samples is to just record it on your phone instead of recording on the real mic. That can make it sound a little more dirty and gritty. And try some crazy stuff too. Hey, yeah. It might sound totally ridiculous and crazy while you're doing it, but once you put it into the computer and start messing with it, those are the things that could be really cool. So let's pull this track in, let's import it, and see what it sounds like. And of course, you gotta make sure it starts in the right place. So you crop it right there. So you can line it up with the chords. I can hear right away that I need to EQ this a little bit because it's kind of crappy sounding. Some low cut. Most likely boosted around like 10K. It depends. I mean, sometimes you want more kind of the mid-telephone sound. And that definitely needs some tunage. No doubt about that. I also want to compress it a little bit before sending it into something. So that's at least in time and in tune. That's a good starting point. But now let's have some fun with it. Let's go to Native's guitar rig. I love using this plugin for everything, of course for guitars, but everything else as well. And then of course you could just like pick out one little piece and use that as your own sample. You can chop it a little hard like this. And you can run it through the whole thing as a little sample. So after working in the industry for 20 plus years, Tor and myself really felt like we wanted to give back to the next generation and create something exciting. So we created a music academy called LAMP. It stands for Los Angeles Academy for Artists and Music Production. And it's just that. It's artists, songwriters, and producers coming together, collaborating on music every single day, and being mentored by the best in the game. We're running it more as a writing session that we would do with any artist and writer. It's a 9-month program. That's a really important thing. I think that it really demands commitment and that you give it your all. We know that that's what it takes. So that's also kind of a really good learning experience, how much work you have to put in, but it's also really rewarding. At the end of the program, you'll leave with 50 plus songs, right? And there's no way you're not gonna get better. Growing up, I did everything. I made the songs, I produced it, I programmed it, and I even recorded the vocals, because I didn't know that you could be a producer. I thought you would have to do everything yourself. So when I discovered that I can only do the part that I love, that was like a revolution. I was so happy. I can actually just make the beat and the production, and someone else can help with the lyrics and sing it. That was amazing when I found that that's the way it's actually done. I love to sit and tinker and come up with chords, melodies, sounds, browse through different soft synths or keyboards and come up with a sound that speaks to you, and that can trigger a whole song. You start the day with nothing, blank sheet of paper, a blank session, and at the end of the day you could have something really special that could become meaningful.